Hello everyone. Welcome to today's video, where today I'm going to be talking about this component library. Well, it's not really a traditional component library where you copy certain nav bars or hero sections or whatnot into your Framer page, but you have these simple yet amazing components that drastically improve the user experience of your Framer site. So you have different types of things. Like, for example, we have payment card logos. That's for me personally, I'm trying to build like an e-commerce template at the same time right now this week. And this little simple thing helps me a lot. We have negative gaps for example, icons. We have 3D hovers, and we have, for example, progress bars, before and after image sliders. We have the scroll progress bar. We have a table of contents for blog posts or for SEO content. We have ratings. There's a bunch of different things. Very simple, yet they, in my opinion, improve the overall UX design of your page. And the UX design, they improve the user experience. Basically, it makes your user have a much more positive experience while going through your different pages, specifically blog pages. And that's why in this case study, this video today, I'm going to be opening a blog in a Framer page that I'm going to be making right now with you guys, and kind of redesigning the traditional blog page and the blog index page, just to show you the potential that there is behind Framestack. So if I were to go to Framer, and I have a Framer page, let's just call it, for example, today, blog example. And we have our homepage, but we want to open a blog. So we add a blog, and what Framer usually does, it creates two blog collections for you. And if we go back to our pages, we have now this new blog collection page. And under this blog collection page, we have the articles, we have the different index pages for each article that we have in our CMS collection. So we can style each one of these. So we can style the dashboard, and we can style the index page, right? And obviously, right, I personally don't like how Framer gives it. So I don't like this standard padding. So I like to make it everything 0 for now. I like to put this kind of, if we have this, I like to put this in another stack. If you've seen any of my other videos, I like to use this stack a lot. So we want the max, let's remove this maximum width for now. Let's make this fill, and let's make this fill, but let's maybe add a padding to the right and left of about 60 pixels. And something is wrong here. Let's make it to the left. And we will also want to add some padding to the top and right, so the top and bottom. So something like this for now. And we can add a max width here of about 1200 pixels, right? So we have this here. And now what I also want to do is I kind of like to style my blog to look like a grid. And I want this, so first of all, I would want this to look like this, and I would want this to be more as a grid. And this, for example, we want it all to be kind of centered, and we want this to have more columns. Somehow this, we have to kind of fix this. So let's just do that really quick. So one column, one row, maybe making it like this somehow. I don't know. So let's just style it simple for now, making it look something like this. And what we can do is we go back to Framestack, and we can look at the different options that we have here, right? One thing that I like to do is I like to do this shuffle CMS collection. So if you were to for example, have like some type of blog page that you don't want it to be, you don't want the different articles to be portrayed the same way every time you reload the page, you can use this, for example, copy code override, and then you can just read these instructions. So in your Framer project, navigate to the Assets tab, create a new code file. So it's a code override, then add it to a layer in the code override section of the, apply this code override to a CMS collection. Okay, so basically we have to go here, go to Assets, and wait, what do we have to call it? Let's just go here to code override, and let's call it shuffle. And let's save this. Let's go back to blog, and then let's go to our layer. Let's go here to code override, and then we can just publish our page, and then we can just go check it out. So every time you refresh, you see that the content is shuffled, which is amazing. That's a simple thing that you might need for a client project. Basically makes your CMS a little bit more advanced, right? So we have that. That's one of the things that we have. We also have like a random CMS item. So if you were to, for example, if we were to go back to Framer and we were to go here, duplicate this, and only show maybe one article, or if we were to maybe make a space up here, and the space would have a space for only one article, you can also make a random shuffle for that one article that's on the top. Another thing that I like from Framestack is we can use this, for example. So instead of showing the date that it was created, we can use this relative date label. So we can just copy and paste the component into your Framer project. And so what we do is we go back to Framer, and let's just paste this here. And let's say a date value, and we just use it from this. So if we were to go back to our CMS, and let's just change this to for example, yesterday. And let's go back here. It says 1 day ago, 1 week ago, 1 month ago. So you can like edit these things. These are just like little things that basically Framer itself doesn't have, and you'd have to use these types of overrides in order to portray these little things that you can add to your Framer blog card. Another nice thing that I see with this Framestack component library is that you can, so apart from this blog dashboard page, whatever you want to call it, blog collection page, you can go to your articles page, and you can add certain things like article read time. So you can just click here, kind of read the instructions, copy and paste into your Framer project, and use the property controls on the right. So if your text is formatted, this the type used by CMS content with heading connected to the component's text property. Okay. If the text is not formatted, switch to formatted toggle. Okay, so let's see how we do this. We can just bring this up here. Let's just put it over this categories thing, and then we just connect the text to the content. And so this is the getting started one, right? So let's just try to copy and paste this so it's much longer, right? So we go like this, we pasted it like 5 times. Now let's go back here, and then it's an 8-minute read because we pasted it 4 times. So this is also a really cool thing to add. It again, I'm saying it's improving the UX design of your Framer CMS collections. And if we go back to Framestack, there's other things that we can add as well. There's like the drop cap, which is basically, like in a newspaper, you can make one of the words, one of the letters of the first word larger. So that's a really cool thing. You can make justified text. So if you're going to add like an image on the right side, the text justifies based on the spacing and the fixed width that it contains. We have truncated text, so we can use that. For example, with as a code override for your CMS collection dashboard. So if you have a long description, it can cut the description short. So there's a bunch of cool things that you can add here. You can add a share button. I think you can just, for example, copy paste this one somewhere in your CMS, and you can add the username and the domain of who the username should be in regards to this author maybe. And then we go back here to Framestack, and we have a bunch of different things. We have a link embed, we have a stopwatch, we have the URL. We can also do, like, for example, the scroll progress bar. This is also kind of a big thing if you have long articles like this one. This one was supposed to be pretty long, so we can even add this here. And we can, as you can see, as I scroll down, it kind of gets longer. So we can make it sticky or fixed to the top, I would say. And fix to the top 0. And then as you can see, it kind of grows as the content goes. So these are just basic little setups of what you can do with Framestack. You can even edit these things. You can make the color like a nice blue color, so it's not so, large. You can edit the color of the background. You can align it. Well, that's not so important. You can edit the movement. Yeah, so it's really cool. Really cool things to do. You can even edit the radius, so it's 0, and it matches perfectly with the top. Exactly. You can even make it smaller like this. So perfect. Here we go. And one of my favorite ones, this table of content and this rating. So if the table of content, you can just click in here and kind of read through how you're supposed to do it, but it's basically as easy as copy paste. So you would want to, for example, put the table of content under this banner, and then, well, not on this banner, but like here somewhere, and then basically, you edit the content. So content name, and you edit it. Well, you'd have to read here based on how it's copy and paste a component. Add the table of content component to a CMS detail page. Connect the formatted text field to the content property using the plus button. So let me try to do that. Yeah, so you have to read a little bit of how it works, but you can just put like a title text here. Excuse me, and then add a content variable to your content. And then you can add a scroll section. And basically you just have to play to see how it works, but this is basically it. I have the same titles everywhere, so that's how it kind of looks like, right? So this is my scroll section, right? Just reading the description of each component. It's very straightforward, but basically that's it. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. There's a bunch of content. There's even this one where you can do a CMS preview, previous and next button. We can even add this to the bottom somehow by going like this, and then you can choose a collection. I mean, you'd have to read the description of this specific component, but everything is kind of straightforward after you read the descriptions. It just took us like about 15 minutes to do something like this. Very simple, but it improves the quality of your work in Framer by so much. So feel free to look at the description below for the link to this product. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. All right, thanks. Bye bye.